love this track mode. It's just nasty. And I love this mode where it shows you the wheel slip, because it just kind of keeps you on your toes when you are on the track. And sorry if I'm yelling over the exhaust. I'm just kind of excited to drive this. These are just always fun to drive. Now the track mode does keep the revs relatively, well, I should say extremely high, because it's just ready for you to come out of a corner and nail it. But I will say these seats are just so supportive, the bolsters are. And they feel really good too. It's not like uncomfortable at all. I don't want any smoke from the state troopers. I'm gonna get over here for a minute. I had to get one good pull in there. And I mean, in track mode, this thing is stupid loud, which I enjoy quite a bit. But I mean, this handles, it actually doesn't ride too bad on the interstate where it's smooth, but of course when you hit a bump, you'll feel it in this. But that's pretty much like every Camaro. This is just a tad stiffer. And very torquey, as you can see. And I'll try to put it in tour mode. I probably won't when I get back into town, because it's just so much fun to drive like this. Now I will say, this ride for some may get old. I mean, I'm in rush hour traffic right now, and I really just want to put my foot in this car. And the stiffness of the suspension can get irritated when you're not focused on acceleration or the open road or whatever. But for me, I do have a little bit of a lower back problem, but really not that big of an issue. The biggest thing is going to be getting in and out of this. But for the most part, not a nuisance in terms of overall ride quality. And when you get to do that every so often, it makes it worth it. Just really fun car to drive. And that's what it's made for. I'm gonna put it into tour mode. And with this being a 1LE, even in tour mode, it's still loud, the exhaust is. But it's not nasty raw like it is in track mode. I mean, that's just crazy. And I've driven a ZL1 1LE, and that exhaust was, of course, stupid loud, but I just like the SS better. I feel like the ZL1 is a little too much for me, just having that supercharged power. You can never really put your foot down in it because it'll try and get away from you. But on a track, it's probably fine. But just riding around town, the SS at 1LE is my favorite pick, because you're also saving, what, $15,000, $20,000 as well. But overall, like I said, ride quality is decent for a track car. And honestly, just love the performance of this. So I wouldn't change anything about this. And even with the Alcantara seats, heated and cooled seats really isn't a big thing. And then the steering wheel as well, it's easier to warm up, I think, with this as opposed to leather. But with all that being said, this is going to bring me to the end of my review of the 2022 Chevrolet Camaro 1SS 1LE.